All right, so for the multiple choice, what we could do is keep track on which choice you chose, right? And perhaps we could either keep track of the index of the choice that you chose. We could do that. We could notice that each one of them, I believe, knows whether the correct answer is that particular answer, right? For instance, if we go to the component that renders that, that would be the what is it? The multiple choice question, and notice that as part of the data model, let's see. For the right, notice that the choice, as we're iterating of the choice, each choice knows whether it is true or false, right? It is correct or not. Okay. So what we could do is either immediately tell the server, hey, it's correct because they chose the one that was equal to true, or we can just send in the index of the one that they chose, right? I think I'd rather send the index because presumably the client won't know which is the correct one. Okay, so we'll just send over maybe the index of the one that they chose, and then let the server decide on whether that index is correct, okay, and compute whether the grading is correct. So what we could do for that component, let's see, that's a multiple choice. We could perhaps as they click through each one of these choices, we could have the client figure out which index did they click on, right? We could do a click here, a click event, and say selected, and then pass in the choice, pass in the choice that they clicked on, right? And then on the component, we could figure out the index, right, that they clicked on. We can say selected. We can say selected, and then the choice is selected. What we could do is say, well, I have all the choices. I have a reference to all the choices in the question, right? It's a question that choices are all the choices. I'm going to try and find this choice, right, as in the array of choices. When I find it, I'll know which one they clicked on. I'll know the index. Right? So that's easy. I can do we can do question. You can say this dot questions. Question dot choices. We could say give me the index of the choice that they clicked on. So meaning look up this choice in the original array. Which one was it? Was it the second one? Was it the third one? Which one was it? Right? And this only works because choice is a reference object. It's not a value object, meaning that it'll compare reference by reference. Are they references the same thing? If they're references the same thing, it must be the same object, right? And then it comes back with the index. So once I have that index, I can store it in this dot question dot choice answer, right? The index, I can put it in there, and that's what would get sent over to the server, right? The choice answer. So notice we've called all of them something answer, multiple choice. Fill in the blanks answer, true false answer. Here I'm calling it. I guess it should be multiple choice, multiple choice answer. Okay. All right. So let's try it out. Let's see if this works. So I'll select number this one, choice D, and then I'll submit, and then this should be printed out. And I don't know which one was it. Was it this one? Yeah, multiple choice. Notice that I selected the last one, and that's index number 3, and indeed that is correct. If instead I would have chosen choice the first one, that would be 0. If I submit, there it is. It's I think it's this question here. Notice that multiple choice answers is 0. See that? All right, excellent. So I have enough. I have the true false. I have the multiple choice. I have enough to now just send this over the wall to the server and say, hey, these are all the answers that they answered, right? You figure it out. right? So parse it out, parse everything out, and maybe submit an answer to that particular question, that particular quiz. Okay. And so let's take a look at that, how that might work.